Hey guys, Inferno here for a first playthrough of the early access of the full complete game of Legend of Keepers. So it is early access, so it's subject to change, but it's way more complete than the prologue that I played a few months ago. So Legend of Keepers is like a dungeon master game where you are the monsters and you've got to protect the dungeon's loot. So you've got multiple stages of the dungeon where you can set up traps and put troops down, and then the heroes will come in and try to defeat your forces and try to get to your boss, who's protecting the treasure. And your job is to survive a whole year, or I think this maybe even 2 years of the game. So every week, I think it is. Yeah, every week you have a task. So the heroes might be invading, or there might be a random, you can plunder a village or things like that. But it's easy if I explain as I play. So I'll do a new save. Inferno.
Congratulations and welcome to the Dungeons Company. As you saw on the job posting, your main task is to protect the treasures we keep in our dungeons. We don't have much time to spend training you, so please keep up.
Okay.
Heroes keep coming to try and take our treasures. The marketing team has worked hard to promise gold and glory to these idiotic adventurers.
Have a good
We
day,
have
mate.
a little time before they get here, so let's place our traps and our employees to prepare a defense.
Okay, continue. So what we've got in this screen, you can actually, in this particular scenario, you can see we've got a trap screen, a spell screen, heroes vs monsters, and then the boss master room. So in this screen I've got to place a trap, and at the moment I've only got a bone catapult unlocked. And you can also see the attributes, health, mana, or health, what's that? The purple one is morale, health, morale, and then you can see their stats, like their looks like strength 40, strength 50, strength 30, and their resistances there as well, the armor percentage. You can also see there's 3 of them, and they've got a back, middle, and front position. And just at the bottom of the screen, to the right of the center, you can see this particular guy here has 2 skills. The first skill is an attack at the front, physical attack at the front, and then he also has an enrage that will hit all 3 spots. This guy has a front attack as well, and then a skill that will apply poison. And this one has archery that hits the back slot, and also has a skill that dodges the effects of the first trap. So I've only got 1 trap to start with because I've only just started the game, so I've got to place a bone catapult. And that does minus 10 morale to the area, to all 3. So I'll confirm that.
We always leave an empty room in every dungeon. You can use it to ambush the adventurers with one of your favorite spells.
Continue.
Some rooms are dedicated to combat. This is my favorite bit. Make sure you analyze each group of adventurers. Your employees are counting on you to prepare an effective strategy. Pay attention to combatants' attacks and resistances. They are key elements for victory.
Okay, continue. Alright, I've just got to change my stream name in Mixer. Yep, that's fine. And actually, I'm just going to tab out and just give it a quick fix. So if I can edit, and then go other update. Because I don't think, actually I'll put it in the prologue. Legend of Keepers prologue. So update. And at least it's in the Legends of Keepers prologue room. So that should, if anyone's looking on Mixer, if you can confirm that change. See if I can see it from my admin. Stream. Yep. There we go. So that's saying let's just keep this prologue. Alright. So I'll go back. Okay, so as I said before, you can see the 3 heroes that are trying to attack, and now I get to place 3 of mine. So it chooses 3 at random from your pool of monsters. This guy here attacks the front in an area. This one attacks the back in an area, and this one attacks the front or the back. So I generally put what's my health? It's 120, 60. I generally put my beefiest guy at the front, so that any of the melees and things attack the front. Then I'll put my ranged one at the back, which is this guy, and then he will do the middle. So this is the setup phase of the dungeon. You set up your forces in these 4 areas, and then it's got the hero protecting the treasure there. So now it plays out the game, the 4 rooms that you've set up. So the trap didn't do much, took about a bit of morale from them. Now my hero's only got 1 spell at the moment for this first mission, so Show No Mercy applies Enraged to the next group of monsters. So it's quite good positioning wise. If you have a spell before your team, it's always a good idea to have Enraged. So I'll do that. So now my guys will have +3 rage.
The job also involves bullying these insignificant humans. No reason work can't be fun. You can of course kill them, or terrify them so much they'll flee like peasants, as you see fit. Don't forget that in battles, the fastest combatants act first.
Okay, so just remember that, the fastest combatants act first. So he's put poison on my first guy. Okay, now I can only do scare at the moment, and that hits the front guy. And you can see as I mouse over the effect it has on his purple bar of morale. If they lose morale, they run away from the fight, and you actually earn tears because they're crying as they're running away. If you kill them, you earn blood. Oof. Hurt. So I've got Scream of Terror, which will hit all of them, and that again, you can see it affects all of their purple bar morale. So it's not doom and gloom if these guys die and they get to my boss. The bosses are quite tough. This guy's going to scare again, so you'll see the first guy should whimper and run away. Yep. Alright, so they got through. So now they've got to go against my big dude, Malg. So he's quite tough. Like, you know, if you do nothing, he'll obviously die. But so you can see, you can choose to, you know, there's strategy here. So you can choose to take them down at the same time, scare them off, or do the most damage to the front guy. So I'll do the most damage here, and then it'll do 20% damage dealt if the target is bleeding. So he's not bleeding at the moment, so I won't do as much, but still ample. Challenge, so this should kill him. And I'll do the same again.
You did it! I knew from the start that you had potential. Know that here in Dungeon's company, we reward talent and value ambition. Shoot for the moon. And so, your training ends. I'll see you again next year for your annual evaluation. If you do a good job in protecting our treasures, you'll get the promotion you deserve.
Okay, so you start off with Slaveholder, and his name's Maug or Morg, and then you can unlock the Enchantress or the Engineer. So will be released during it. Okay, so you've got to get to level. He's level 1 at the moment. You've got to get to level 10 with the Slaveholder to unlock the Enchantress. That's quite cool. And then at some point during early access, the Engineer will be unlocked. So the game's in early access now. It's not full release yet. Actually, in 2 hours' time. Sorry. So in 2 hours' time, early access will become available on Steam. I've got a review copy. Thank you to Golbinz Studio, Legends. But yes, and you see each monster has its own perks, I guess, or strengths. So Slaveholder is strong with monsters and strong with morale attacks. The Enchantress is strong with her spells and then an even strength of monsters and traps, whereas the Engineer is really strong with his traps and morale damage. So once you unlock all three, it'll be pretty cool to, depending on how you want to play your game, to choose which one you want to do. For the first one, similar to the prologue, if you ever played the free version of the prologue, we'll use Slaveholder. After each year, you'll unlock talent points for your Dungeon Master, and this is where you can specialise the talents. There's also game mode where you can play ranked or custom, and you can also there's Twitch what do you call them? Integration as well, where the viewers can then determine if you want to help me as the Dungeon Master by buffing my armor or buffing the heroes, making my job harder. So I haven't integrated that yet. I'm not sure quite how to do that. I couldn't see the option. You've got to do a custom game, that's why. Okay. So if I do custom game, and I'll just do even, I'll do normal difficulty, and I'll just put this in. Dungeon votes enabled, support votes, viewers' names for monsters. And ultimately, I guess if no one's watching actively, then it'll just choose the default or whatever I choose, I think. So you got your weekly tasks. So this one I have to fight adventurers. Week 2 I get a choice, and you get a choice. So you got merchant, buy a monster or trap from this unscrupulous merchant, trainer, spend some gold to train your active monsters. So I've got 350 gold at the moment. Or do an event, deal with office troubles and the business work environment for better or for worse. So that's random chance of you enhancing your monsters or possibly losing a monster. But we're going to start by fighting. My employees, the team management allows you to choose in which room your employees will be deployed during the preparation phase of a dungeon. Employees killed lose 2 motivation. If an employee's motivation drops to 0, they will go in burnout for 10 weeks. Jeez. Your employees get 3 motivation back when they stay in garrison during the defense of a dungeon. So you've got stock of the traps, and then in the garrison can be your employees. So I haven't leveled up anyone yet, and I'm not sure yet who is going to be good. So let's do adventurers. Okay, so you guys can choose to, you just type #1 or #2. #1 will enhance the monsters, enhance the heroes, and #2 will enhance the monsters. And then meanwhile, I've got to see what these guys are doing. Oh man, that's rude. 100% on the heroes. Okay, I'm gonna put my big guy at the front. Actually, what health has he got? He's got 100 versus. I don't know. I'll put Furbolg there, and I'll put this guy second. This guy at the back. Oh, looks like the hero's gonna smash me. All right, confirm. Okay, I've got a choice of these now. So circular saw does 10 physical damage applies bleeding, which is quite cool. Rallying Horn, minus 10 morale, applies enrage to the next group of monsters. So if you look up here, I've got a spell room and then a monster room. So I don't think this relies on the next room, I think it just means the next group of monsters. Bone Catapult, minus 10 morale, applies Demoralized, which gives them minus 10 morale on the next turn. Or a Poison Dart, which does it to the front. So I'm going to do Circular Saw for this one, so that hits them all and applies bleeding. Okay, that was the spell room. Monster room now, so I've got that one does front, back and front. So again, I like to put the beefiest guy at the front, who is Stapes, and then I'm going to put a ranged specialist at the back. That'll do. And then he hits the back, so let's go second. Confirm. Put another trap. So I might do morale actually, because I know my boss, he does morale damage. So you don't want to do that because that doesn't apply enrage to the next group of monsters because it's your boss. So I'll do that does it to the front. I'll do bone. Actually, yeah, I'll do bone catapult. Confirm. And I've got the boss there. Alright, thanks Johnny for the not help. I've got extra armor now, bastard. Oh my gosh, I'm down already. Oh man. So I can do Ice Block to the back, or Freezing Breath to hit them all, and it slows them down. But she's actually doing a lot of damage, so I'm going to take her out, or try to. And then, he's got Bleeding on the front, or Scream of Terror, which does a little bit of damage to their morale. Yeah, I'll do Scream of Terror. Oh damn.
I'm committed.
She owns. Look out for her. This one's going to damage them all. Just a little bit, but it gives them bleed. Okay, so Burning Whip does damage to the front. Show No Mercy applies Enrage to the next group of monsters, which again is quite good. Or Intimidation hits their morale with Terrified 3. Morale taken from attacks and traps increased. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's do that. Alright.
Holly.
Oh, god damn.
I'm committed.
Hey, that lady's pooning. Okay, so we can do the Fireball to the back, or we can do Fear the Dead, which does morale damage to all of them again. Let's do that. And then Spear Strike, he does it to the front. That's all I've got for this guy. Oh.
I'm committed.
Oh, they're down. They're both down. Wowzers. Alright, so you can see their morale, all of their morale is relatively low. Let's see what this does. So I can do Whiplash to the front, I can do Enslave, which applies bleeding to them all. Or I can challenge the front for morale, which could... yeah, I'm going to do that, so it takes him out straight away.
I'm committed.
Whiplash hits the front, Enslave. Oh yeah, challenge again. Oh, she must have a scary good morale left.
I'm committed. Anchimini.
Let's see if I earn some tears from this one. I got achieve, run for your life. What's achieve mean? Run for your life, make 3 heroes flee. You've successfully protected the treasure. So I scared off the heroes, I got 15 tears. And then Dungeon Defender, I got 97 gold. In addition to that, I learned 147. Actually, you can choose. You got to choose your reward. Let's see. I might get the gold for now. Motivation active. I don't know what this means. Oh, see, that's the motivation left. If they run out of motivation, they're out of work for 10 weeks. Okay. Alright, week 2. So again, I got merchant, trainer, event. So I might do trainer. And what's merchant? Buy a monster or a trap. No, I'm going to train up active monsters. So what I like to do is train up the guys that I put on the front line because they're generally attacked first. This guy seems to be my best guy. If I train him up, it looks like he gets plus 15 health. I think that's all. Let's do that. So once you press it once, you've spent your move in that week. So if you make a mistake and click the wrong guy, you've got to live with it. Minus 200. So I've only actually I might do. So he's level 2 now. And then I might do my best ranged character. Back in there. That's actually a good one. This one's, see, he hits the back slot for damage, but he also can do an area attack that poisons everyone. So I'm going to do that for 175 gold. And then I've got 169 left. That hits the back in an area. That's the front in an area. Might actually hit this one. Okay, so they're my 3 best dudes now. Alright, leave. So that's that week done. Week 3. I can't afford to do anything with a merchant or the collector. What does the collector do? Some tax officials have come to collect. Good job they drink blood. But I've got no blood. So you get blood you get from killing heroes, and tears you get from scaring the heroes. So I've got no choice but to do the event, deal with office troubles and the business work environment for better or worse. Lost adventurer. While wandering around in the corridors this morning, you come face to face with a human. He seems as surprised as you are. What are you going to do? Kill him, gives you plus 20 blood, scare, plus 20 tears, or capture, 150 gold. I'm going to kill him for blood. So that was actually quite a good one, beneficial to me. Week 4, an opportunity to send one of your employees to an intensive training course. I've got not enough resources, or another event. Office tour. While walking through the corridors, you notice a monster waiting for a job interview. You could hire the candidate right now without intermediaries. So I can't afford to hire him, so I'm going to have to let him go. That's a bugger. That's alright. Alright, week 5. Adventurers. So I'm playing these are normal difficulty ones, so I get 1 special reward. If you do harder difficulties, which is further in the year, you get better rewards. Alright, so this is a support vote from the viewers. So you can give the heroes plus 40 armor by typing #1, or give the plus 40 armor to me, the monsters, with #2. Your choice. Alright, so I start off with an attack. With a trap. So I like to bleed at the start. Yes, #2. That's what I like to see. I'm going to put my big guy level 2. So you're not guaranteed to get all your level 2s in the first room. So I'm going to chuck him in there. I'm going to put the ranged guy at the back, and then I'm going to put what does he do? Back and front. He does back and area. Speed reduced by 40. Might do that guy there. Confirm. Spell room, next monster room again. Who's got the better? So he's got 70 health, 50, 50, 100. Okay, so Stapes is the first one. Damage dealt increases by 5% per stack of penalty applied to heroes. So he does an area attack, adds 2 stacks to the... oh, nice. Grunty... Actually... where's he? So Grumpy Garbs, because you're voting, your name will be one of these heroes soon, I think. If not already. Oh, okay, he's going there. Confirm. Another trap. So, because it's coming up to the monster, I'm going to do Rallying Horn. Actually, no. I'm going to do Bone Catapult, because that does minus 10 morale. Boss. Alright, Circular Saw, do your business. Hit him a little bit.
Holly!
Oh, that biatch. Okay, so this guy is going first. He can do an attack to the back, or yeah, poison damage to the front. Look at the damage. Alright, so I've got this guy. Let's do a attack on all 3. Cleaver does damage to the front. Scream of Terror is minus 20 morale to everyone, or Frenzy on the front. 50 physical damage. Damage dealt increased by 50% if target is bleeding, which he is, so I'll do it. Oh, nice. Okay, let's kill the front guy. Ouch.
I'm giving it.
Oh, damn. Alright, got a spell. Burning Whip does damage to the front. Show No Mercy applies Enrage to the next monsters. Intimidation. No, let's apply Enrage to the monsters. You should get 2 goes. That's rude. Alright, whose shot is it? This guy at the back. So Fireball to the back. Apply morale, or Fire Column. Let's go to the front, because she's appooning me. Cop that. And then Spear Strike to the front. You dead. And then Persecution. Ah, that's so cool. So close. Boom. So we got 16 blood that time because we just killed them outright. Oh, what is this? Level 1 Gargoyle does 18 air damage to everyone and minus, oh that's nice. Or Poisonous Plant. 10 nature damage applies nature weakness, which is nature resistance reduced by 40. Oh, so good. Let's get this guy. Confirm. Okay, so you gotta look after these dudes, looks like. Okay. So Talus and Kidus need a break. So we'll go in here and Talus and Grignus and Kidus need a break. Everyone else, or Furbolg, he's my best guy. So actually, I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna give them all a break. and let these guys have a bash in the next one. Alright, merchant, train. What's engineer do? Spend some gold to upgrade. Yes, upgrade the traps. I mean. So I've only got enough to do the circular saw or the poison dart. So I'm going to upgrade the circular saw. Alright. Next one, we can do a plunder. Send 3 volunteers to plunder the place of your choice, but there's a risk. Or a business trip. Choose an employee to protect the sales department during a business trip. Plunder or business trip? What do you reckon, Johnny? If you're watching? Plunder or business trip? There's a risk when I send these 3 volunteers to plunder that they could be lost. But let's do it. Plunder it is. Alright, so my volunteers are those guys. So I can go here. The risk of injury is 35% to 1 volunteer for 3 weeks. So I could lose someone for 3 weeks. There's also a chance I could set a monster free in that one. Or I can go here. Risk of injury for 10 weeks. Or I can set a monster volunteers plus 1. What does that do? Motivation. Ah, okay. So it gives you plus motivation. Or this one is 75% risk to injury, but I get heaps and heaps of gold. So definitely not that one. So I might actually do the set a monster free one. Please don't get rid of Furbog. Oh no! Your volunteers are snuck into a prison. Go the gold one, no. And left a trail of blood on their way out. They have even found a monster in a cage and have set him free. Stapes is badly. No, Stapes was awesome. Badly wounded will need 10 weeks of medical care. No. Monsters free, so I've got a new monster called Na'aran. Continue. Filth. Can't afford to do merchants, so I have to do the event. The lab assistant is about to make some modifications to one of your traps. You know that he is always messing up and that the trap will be unusable. Fixing it will take 5 weeks. I just upgraded that. Do I fire him or so it's going to basically... The lab assistant is about to make some modifications to one of your traps. You know that he is always messing up and that the trap will be unusable. Fixing it will take 5 weeks. Fire him or forgive him? Fire or forgive? Let's fire him. Alright, can't afford to do either, so I guess I just forfeit. No, cool, signal. You've received a letter from Monster Training Center offering to train one of your employees for a large amount of gold. The training would take 8 weeks. No. I'll go. I'll go.
Almost forgot. The company owns several dungeons that need protecting. We only send teams when our specialists inform us that a group of adventurers are approaching. You will sometimes have the choice of several contracts. The more dangerous the heroes, the higher your bonus if you succeed.
Okay.
Thanks to the company's portal service, sending you to the other end of the world is a matter of moments.
Alright, so this is another Twitch vote. Do I click it? So you can vote for adventurers or veterans. Hashtag 1 for adventurers, or hashtag 2 to fight veterans. Veterans are stronger. So 20 seconds. Hashtag 1 adventurers, hashtag 2 for veterans. How did I know you were going to choose number 2? Son of a beach. Veterans it is. Oh damn. Gotta keep me on my toes, you bastard. Alright. I'm gonna chuck my circular saw there. Oh, what's he got? What's that shield? Ignores the first attack. Suffer. Think of the XP. Yeah, and the rewards too. Alright, confirm. Oh, and you also, so you've also got to vote on shells. Damage taken from attacks reduced by 20%. So you can either give that bonus to the heroes, #1, or to the monsters, #2. I'm the monsters, so do number 2. Who's got the better health? He's got better health. Who does the attacks to the area? Oh, nice. You can go at the back. And that one there. Okay, confirm. Now, who's got... Oh, they've all got low health. That's alright, let's try and put that there. Then we've got front and area, front and back. So front and back go there, front and area there. Okay, this one is before the boss, so I'm going to do rallying. No, I'm not. I'm going to do bone catapult. Confirm. Alright, let's see how these veterans go. Okay, I can do lightning strike, which does 18 damage and -9. That's bloody nice to the area. Or impairment. Oh, hang on a tick. 18 morale and applies tiredness. Damage dealt reduced by 20%. Oh, that's wicked. Let's do that. That's awesome. Okay, then we got nightmare and sharp horns. Let's do nightmare. That does the damage to the area and morale. That's a wicked. This is a wicked monster. What is it? Zillow. Rose Velcom Zarno. Can't see your name yet, Johnny. We'll see. Okay, so we've got freezing breath or smashing them at the back. Let's smash the back one. Okay. Let's do nightmare to the back. Nightmare to all of them, actually. Damn it. Alright, now we've got a... Oh, heal. You cheeky mother. Okay, Burning Whip is damaging the front guy. Show No Mercy. Applies Enraged. Intimidation. Takes off a fair chunk of morale. Morale taken from attacks and traps increased. So let's do that. Here we got this guy. He does a front attack to the front or back. So it is scare, takes off a heap of morale, or spectral wave damages the back. Let's damage the back. Frozen arm again, or area. Let's do, yep, area. This guy does Persecution, 27 fire damage, and adds 2 stacks to the penalty with the most stacks to the hero. Oh. Boo. Okay, we can scare the front guy, or we can do a spectral wave to the back guy. Let's scare the front guy. This trap takes some of their morale again. Alright, so they've got bugger all morale left. Let's do challenge. Nice. Pooned. Ooh. So I got 7 blood, 12 tears, and 196 gold. Plus, I could get gold, or I can get Carl. Does damage to the front. Attacks jump to the hero position behind the target if the target's armor is positive. Or Cumulus, 15 air damage and applies air weakness to everyone. Yeah, that's pretty good. 50 air damage to the front. Oof. Yep, let's go Cumulus. Ah, so they gained... Oh, because they're in the garrison. Okay. So these guys need a break and we'll bring these guys back in. That's cool. What's sick? Oh, he's out for 6 weeks. God damn. Alright, let's bring Grignus. Oh, room 1 and room 2. Hang on. Let's go to... He can go to room 2. Fairbald room 1. Leave those guys in one more time. Let's take him out. And he can have a rest. Level 2 can go into room 1. Actually, yeah, room 1. And you can go into room 2. Alright. So, I'm kind of liking the event option. Let's do that. The R&D manager needs a guinea pig to test a new trap. He is asking you to provide him with one of your employees in exchange for some gold. Oh, 300 gold. Yeah, okay. You can have one of them. Please don't die. Engineer, spend some gold to upgrade your active traps. Or collectors, some tax officials have come to collect. Good job, they drink blood. Oh, I see. So I've lost some health on my boss, but I get +9 health per week, which is pretty good. Okay, engineer. Actually, I want to upgrade the one that I put in the back of the room. Bone catapult. That does -15, right? Oh man, 250 gold. Yep. Okay. Okay, alchemist. Transmute blood, tears or gold into another resource. I'll come back to that event. Oh man, work accident. An employee has spilled a burning hot drink on you in front of the blood flame machine. Puck my life. Oh, that's 90 damage. That's rude. My bloody employees, I tell ya. Workout. Some intensive sessions at the gym. A master has to stay fit. Yep, let's do that. You have the gym just for you. What are you going to train this time? Oh, I can get +90 life back. Or I can add 10 armor. No, let's do this one. 90 life back. Phew. Just undo the damage of my bloody employee. Alright, revenge time. Okay, support vote. Speed increase +40. #1 to give that to the heroes, or #2 to give to the monsters. So we got Iris, Sulya, and Valkyrum. Still can't see names of the dudes, of you guys. But that's alright, eh? Alright, Fairborg up front, front and centre. Kidius in the middle, and area or front. Area, oh yeah, you at the back. Alright, trap. Let's do this, the old circular saw again. Trap again, let's do bone catapult. Alright, monsters. 45 health, 60 health at the front. Grunty, Grigness. Boom. So I can do a lightning strike, which hits them all, or I can do an impairment, applies tight, damage reduced. Let's do lightning strike. Oh no, STO went down for maintenance, filthy. I think it's down for 2.5 hours too. So we'll do a fireball to the back, fear the dead, or let's do fireball to the back. Alright, so we can do Cleaver to the front, we can do Scream of Terror, or we can do Frenzy. Let's do... Is he bleeding? No, he's not bleeding. Scream of Terror is quite good on the morale. Minus 10 life on the next turn. Yeah, let's do Scream of Terror. Look at that haste. Fireball and fire column on the front, fear the dead on everyone. Fireball. Oh, you're a healing. Alright, Roger, BRB, nice. Alright, I can do a hit on the front, show no mercy, applies enraged, or intimidation. Oh, intimidation's pretty good. We'll do more with the bone catapult. Okay. Goblin trick on the back, or poison dagger on the front. Let's do poison dagger on the front. Frozen arm to the front, or hypothermia for all. Yeah, let's do hypothermia. Oh. Okay. Let's do challenge. You've successfully protected the treasure. Oh, get an artifact. Horde of Plenty. Fallen monsters have 15% chance to lose 1 less motivation. That's not bad. Scepter of Destiny. Monsters have 20% chance to start each fight with a random bonus. Or Demonic Pendant. Each hero has 30% chance to be affected by Demoralized 3 at the start of a dungeon. Each hero. I'll take 30% chance over a 20% chance. Let's get the Demonic Pendant. Confirm. Okay. Oh, they need a break. Continue. Alright. So, Grunty needs a break. Let's bring in... So he's got 100, yeah, let's bring him to room 2. And that will be fine. So he's a risk. Okay. can't you see the state of your traps? You can't. That's alright. Done. Trainer or doctor? What does doctor do? Stick out your tongue and say ah. Let's do it. Ah. The occupational health has been called in to do some tests following your recent assignments. The doctor provides you with some basic medical care. 99 life healed. Thank you. That's good. I needed that. Did it really give me 99? Didn't look like it. Looked like it might give me 9. Okay, let's do. We did plunder last time, or business. Let's do business trip. The management would like to send one of your employees with the sales department to be their bodyguard. You will be compensated, of course. So I can send Grunty, and I'll get 87 gold and +2 motivation for him. That's not bad. He will get gold gain increased by 20%. Is this cost, or is this... You'll be compensated. Okay, so you get 191 gold. So if I send him... Oh, for 8 weeks. Oh, that's filth. I need him. So who's it? Kidus and Grunty. Who's in there? Grunty's in there. Alright, well, let's send Grunty. He's away for 5 weeks. Alchemist. Let's have a look at what it does. Okay, so you can turn 15 tears into blood, blood to tears, or blood and tears into gold. I'm gonna leave for now. Alright. Twitch vote. We have #1 for adventurers, take on adventurers, or #2 to take on veterans. So anyone watching can type in #1 adventurers or #2 for veterans. Okay, no choice, so I should be able to pick, maybe. We'll see. Let's see what happens if it defaults to something. Alright, there's also a support vote. You can give enraged to the heroes with #1 or enraged to the monsters for #2. Okay, so we got 170 health. Oh, that's a lot of health. What does that mean? That icon. Passive can't be affected by but demoralized. Oh, that's filth. What about this guy? Oh, these look like veterans. They are, level 3. Morale losses reduced by 50%. Oh man, they're tough. Alright, so we got... Let's put Fairborg on the front. Then... him in the middle. Right at the back. Okay, let's do a circular saw. I should have done enraged. That's alright. Now we've got Ziloe in front. Let's do and then we got Talus. And then we will do let's do poison dart. Alright, it's gonna be tough. This looks like it was veterans. Okay, so we can do lightning strike, which hits everyone, or impairment. Damage dealt reduced, yes. Oh, took me out in 1 hit. Fireball to the back, fear the dead to everyone, or fire column to the front. Let's do, so that does 60, that does, oh, it applies burn. Yep. rude. We've got Cleaver, Scream, or Frenzy. Let's do... Is he bleeding? No, he's not bleeding. Let's do Cleaver. Oh. Alright, we can do burning. Let's do burning with the front bar. Yes. Oh, that's huge. It's tough actually. Okay, we can whiplash the front, we can slave both of them. Or, yeah, that's the slave. Damn, I'm getting pruned. Oh, so close. Okay, so we can level up our guy. Let's do that. He will have power +8. Confirm. Oof, they need to be rested, these guys. Okay. So, Talus needs to rest. And Kidus needs to rest. Appel can come back. Let's put him in room 2. And those guys can have a break. And what's the health? 65, 60. Yeah, let's give Furborg a break too. And who's the worst off here? Let's give him a break. Okay. Alright, so trainer. Yeah, let's do trainer. And we will do... Yeah, let's train that guy. Alright, that'll do. Ooh, black market. Sell monsters in garrison that are no longer useful to you. No, I need them all. Event. Stock take. It is high time to go through the stock room. During the cleaning, one of your employees found this strange object. Scepter of Destiny. Monsters have 20% chance to start each fight with a roundabout. Oh, hell yes. Take. Let's do a business trip. Oh, damn. Who are my guys? Oh, I need those guys. Who else is here? Grignus, is he resting? Yes. Alright, for 5 weeks. Alright. Done. Oh yeah, let's do a workout and heal. We need some heal. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Regeneration +2. Confirm. Alright, we got a vote. I'm doing pretty bad here. If I lose my slave holder, I lose the game. We shall see. #1 if you want me to fight the adventurers, or #2 to fight the veterans. It's up to you, Twitch legends. I think it defaults to veterans. We shall see. I hope it's not veteran. The veteran's gonna poon my balls. And it's veterans. I think. Oh, he's got 270 health. I might put the poison dart on the front because he's got a lot of health. Alright, so we have 60 health, 50 health, 65 at the front. We got him at the back and confirm. You can also so damage and morale dealt increased by 30%. #1 to give that to the heroes, or #2 to give it to me, the monsters. That would be good for me, PS. Number #2. And then we got big fella at the front. Oh, both of them are good. No, let's put staples at the front. In. Yeah, confirm. Okay. Oh, they changed the order. That's filth. Alright, this guy, lightning strike, hits everyone. And the impairment also hits them. Let's give him that. Okay, Nightmare does damage and morale, and that does it to the front, applies bleeding. Let's do everyone. Applies vulnerable to the front. Their resistance reduced. Oh. Alright, so I can do Burning Whip to the front, Show No Mercy, applies Enraged. Damage and morale dealt plus 30%, that's pretty good. Intimidate. Let's do Show No Mercy. Oh, I could kill the guy at the front though. Nah, Show No Mercy. Okay. Alright, these guys are enraged now. Oh god, okay. This is not good, not doing good. Let's slow them all down. Oh man. still bleeding? Yes, he is. Oh. This is not good. I'm not going to last a year with this guy. Ouch. Oh man, I'm not going to finish this game. Oh no! You're fired. So I lasted 24 weeks, defended 6 dungeons, gathered 1,724 gold, collected 113 tears, blood and tears, slaughtered 35 employees, and defeated 8 heroes. So a score of 12,650. Well, that's not bad. I will share that on the tweets. Chuck that on the tweets now. I think that worked. Did that work? I don't think it did, but that's alright. Twitter, is it working? No, not working. That's all good. I'll let them know that that doesn't work. Okay, continue. Well, that wasn't very good. Lost my first game. But that's alright. So, that was Legends of Keepers. Career of a Dungeon Master. Pretty cool game. I love the prologue, and this one there's a few more little niggling tricks, and it's quite cool that there's Twitch interaction, so your viewers can then interact with you and either make your job harder, which Johnny did to me, bastard, but then he also helped me out as well using the votes, so pretty cool way to interact with the viewers. Legends of Keepers comes out in about 45 minutes, I think. Let me just check here, the store page. It comes out in 1 hour, less than. I reckon it comes out in 48 minutes. But we'll see. But anyway, that's the first play of Legends of Keepers, Career of a Dungeon Master. Releases in early access on Steam in about 45 minutes. Highly recommend checking it out. There's a free prologue to try the game if you want to just give it a bash before you dive in with money wise. But very worth the money spent for Golbinz Studio. Very good game. But for now, thank you for watching and chipping in and following, and we'll see you next time. Happy gaming.